What's going on, people? It is Irish Gunner HT here. You can call me Irish, and welcome to episode 30 of Will It Drift. So today's car is the Nissan Versa SL, and basically it's been quite a while since I've been trolled, this hard at least, but it was suggested by KLM2FM4. So cheers for the suggestion. Let's get into it. As standard, it comes with 122 horsepower, 127 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 2,991 pounds after the rear-wheel drive swap. But my thoughts on it. So it's been a while, as I said, since I've been trolled this hard. It's awful, basically. it's really terrible. It's slow off the line. It's slow full stop. Like, it's just completely, there's no get up and go to it whatsoever. It's like this, like in real life, I've seen them around. They're just like these little hatchback family wagon kind of things. There's loads of body roll, not as much as some cars now. Some cars have had like a lot more. Some of the American muscle cars and bigger boaty cars like have had more than this. But like, it's still for such a, I suppose for the car in real life, it probably needs to have a good ride. So that's probably why. It's also 4 doors, which I find hilarious. But yeah, like I don't really think you could call what I was doing here drifting. It's literally just driving at the corner and pulling the handbrake a little bit, and then like going outsidewards. There's really not much I can say about it, because it's not actually drifting. It's literally just what you've seen on the screen here, just driving towards the corner and trying to flick out the back end as much as possible. It's not fun, it's not good, it's just no, like just point blank no. But the second, for the medium build then, it's got 183 horsepower, 179 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 2,560 pounds. And the modifications that I did to it real quick are just all drivetrain and platform handling to race, sport cams, and single turbo conversion. And I wasn't, to be honest, I wasn't expecting much at all, because obviously it's still under 200 horsepower, still under 185 horsepower, let alone 200, in a formerly front-wheel drive car. So I really wasn't expecting much, but I had to say, I was actually pleasantly surprised. Sorry, it's still not very good at all, but it's a very big improvement over the stock build. The stock build was just like laughably awful. At least this now you can kind of. The thing that I noticed about it was you could actually hold the drift in second gear through shorter corners and through the, like, you could do it. Not enough power, not nearly enough power to get around like the sweeper here and the long transition when you come through this first corner. But it was definitely an improvement, and like that kind of, when you see that kind of big improvement between the stock and the medium build, it naturally gives you like a curiosity and an interest to see what the full build is going to turn out being like. But for now, it's still pretty poor, but it's, again, it was a big improvement. Then for the full build, which is just about to come up, I've got 395 horsepower, 386 foot-pounds of torque, and it weighs 2,605 pounds. And there's a full build and tune stock engine, because I've stopped putting in engine swaps because I realised that wasn't really fair. So it flies off the line now with the right throttle control, or yeah, like with the right kind of literally throttle control in first gear. As soon as you hit second gear, it just grips up and it goes, and you're pretty good to go. I found that, I don't know how to describe it other than to say that it was, like, air quotes, lumpy. Like, it wasn't very enjoyable to drive. It was a lot better. It was much faster. It was much, like, you were actually drifting. Obviously with the gear changes, or the gear ratio, being able to tweak all that, and the suspension settings and all, it was much better, but it's just still not very, it's just not fun. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not fun. It's not something that I would bother taking in, even like whatever about my decision will be, whether it will or won't, or maybe or whatever. Even if it could, it's not fun. So it's not like, it's not something that I'd personally enjoy spending a lot of time in. It's just very, I don't know what the word is, lumpy. It's just like every now and again it will just stop drifting, or it will just throw itself out, or it'll have like a big hissy fit and just not want to be drifting anymore. And I don't know what it's about, but that's what I found about it. So with that all said, will it drift? Maybe. I was going to say yes, because technically it will, but it's a really finicky, tricky one. So I'm going to say maybe. Maybe if you're a better tuner, better builder than me, the same reasons I always want to say maybe. If you're a better builder or tuner than me, you probably will be able to get it better and make it work better. And if you're worse than me or at my level, you'll probably struggle with it, and it won't be the easiest or the most fun and enjoyable to drive. So that's why it's not yes or not no. It's going to be maybe for this one. So that's it. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. 30 episodes. I thought I'd point that out once again. 30 episodes now. That's crazy. Like, that's another milestone achieved. But yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed it, please do leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.